Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Okay, here I am. Sorry about that. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, April 3rd. I'm opening the question bar right away. Okay, there we are. Just a sec. I'm gonna take this thing off here because I won't see your questions. Give me just a few seconds. I'll be done. There we are. Okay. So, so the market went up this morning because they said that they were very close to an agreement between China and Washington, and they said 90% of everything has been concluded, but they are still fighting on the how they are going to apply it. So now they agree on the what, but they don't agree yet on the how they're going to do this. So the market went up, assuming everything is clear, but it's the Nasdaq market that did profit the most of it. I think it's all the big stock of Nasdaq that were really strong this morning, starting by Apple and Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Facebook. Everyone was going up. So but at the moment, it seems like we had reached the top of the day, and the Dow now is breaking down, so it's going to come down probably up to here in the next couple of minutes, and the SPY is showing the same thing. And on the TSX, the energy sector is not doing very well. USO went down this morning. and then back up. It's going down again, and you know how the stock did not react very well to the movement of the crude oil over the last few days, because we had 3 days of increase in a row on USO, and but TTEN never responded to it. So so you don't see this bullish cycle is just simply not there, and that now that the crude oil is topping, so the stock are threatening their support. So it's a little bit weird. And on the gold was down this morning, no more, but still not going up, and it's still a little bit fragile there. The stock is still hold on above the support, but we don't see nothing very positive. We have no bullish cycle or whatever in there. In the mining, we had a positive movement on the news about China and United States this morning, but right now it's just coming back down, so the movement did not last, and even Hut Bay was going up, and now it's is at zero, and Ivanhoe is coming down. Tech has lost all of today's gain. It's now negative, and First Quantum is turning towards the bottom as well. So it seems like it could have been an entrance point, but it wasn't. So in the consumer discretionary, it's a Chorus that was breaking out today, but also Magna that maintained its bullish cycle, and this stock is very, very strong. When Magna does something, the whole sector looks like Magna. And on the telecom, nothing's happening. On the financials, it's still doing well. The banks are coming back, and the insurance companies as well, without really providing us with good, clear signals. And on the industrial sector, it's about the same. It's pretty calm since 2 days there. And the healthcare now is not doing well either, because we had a movement this morning on the cannabis, but not all of the stock. One stock in particular, which is VFF, Village Farm, has produced quite a bit, and right now it may be the top of this movement, but not the other stocks. Most of the stocks are not even looking good on the in the cannabis sector. So I think the cannabis sector still remain quite risky at the moment. But VFF, I admit that there was a nice signal this morning, but I wouldn't buy it because I was not trusting the sector, and also because the potential is not very big anymore until the stock reaches its resistance. And the others are those that were going up since a couple of days, like Organigram and National Access Cannabis. It's done now. It's the end of the bullish cycle, and there's a couple of little movement on small volume, and but not enough as far as I'm concerned. So so all the best, you've seen them already, and all of the other stocks are either in correction, testing their support, like Aurora and Green Organics, and Exo testing its support also. So something tells me that we gotta be very, very prudent in the cannabis sector right now, with the pending information about the banks, the U.S. bank being able to finance the cannabis company. So if whenever this comes out, that could have a very negative effect on the Canadian stocks. So it's the energy sector that still goes down at the moment, breaking through, making a new low for the day. So totally, I think we should avoid all resources sector right now. They're not looking good enough. And for the rest of the sector, I mean, it's done for the day. Look, it never, the movement never continued, and most of the sector are slightly coming down right now. You see, they all look the same. They all have that neutral formation after that happened, after the opening. So the market is not progressing anymore, and it's quite at the top anyway. So in the market, I wouldn't say that the market is very favorable at the moment. So And what else? I did have. We just bought in our portfolio the Chorus Entertainment this morning, but we expect to exit the position quite soon because we forgot. We didn't realize that its earnings are coming out within the next couple of days. So we're not gonna stay in that position. Okay, so you see now the Dow is still coming down, has reached its first support, and the Nasdaq is following as well. So I think the market had assumed that this news about China was very positive, but still, again, even though they had 90% fixed already, they still have to find a way to apply it, and that could take even some time in order to do that. So I have no questions yet that entered. And so it's very, very difficult to find something very favorable this morning. And let's have a look at just Guru.tv, see what we have today. You see, so we don't have many signals, 7 signals, and they are spread all around everywhere, and none are very very clear. You know, Loblaw was breaking out, but there's still a very big resistance. There was that Village Farm I spoke about. There was a Hydro one, but with clearly another resistance and small volume. So they're all, I would say grade B signals. And with this small volume here, and ATCO just breaking slightly its movement. Look, Tech came back. First Quantum did not continue. Kinexis has such a small volume, 36,000. So, and it's like that on the entire market. So that's the reason why I keep thinking that this market is quite saturated, being at the top, but I can feel some worries from the institution that are not. It doesn't seem like they're buying a lot right now. Look, we had 5 in the consumer discretionary and a few others, a sector on New York, but nothing very, very, very strong. You know, that I couldn't see. I can't see signals that are impressive. Again, 190,000 on Yelp. It's nothing. This stock can make $1 million. And so what I said earlier, they're just like not good quality signal, and to me, it's showing me that the market is not very favorable. That's all. That's the whole story. And we don't want to make trades to make trades. We want to make trades and make money with it. Guy said, "Good day, Michel. CIGI." This Collier International seems in good position for a swing. It's getting close. It's not quite there yet. You see that it's a quite important resistance. It's been tested so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th attempt to break the resistance. So I'd say that $94 until 105, 106 is the potential for that stock. And it's true, so we have many stocks that are close to provide a signal, but we don't have many that are giving us nice signals. And today it was the semiconductor that were very, very strong. All those big chip producer, and that's where the whole thing like AMD, Advanced Micro Device. So many stock did the same thing as Advanced Micro Device, which is now showing some profit taking. So the last cycle from here to there is now erased. So if it breaks through the 28.75, so we're gonna lose some more. So I don't think it is no longer in a buying condition there. So you know. And I still feel, as I said, I should have told you. I told you that earlier, but I have a feeling that right now there's more sellers in the cannabis sector than buyers. And what changes the picture is the fact that weed is so heavy in the index. So weed being up and Village Farm having made a big move is showing the sector in a better situation than it really is. Because look at all the other stocks; they're all heading down at the moment. Even HMMG is coming down as well. So and so if you were in those two stocks, you could have made money, but you wouldn't buy any other cannabis stock this morning, and would you just lose money if you didn't just trade for a very short period of time? So I think we should avoid that sector, and also protect ourselves on some position you may have if you're getting close to the price paid, or if your stocks are not in profit. And any day they can come out now with an answer from the Congress, and the U.S. Congress could say, okay, we allow the banks to finance the cannabis companies, and this could send the entire sector in a larger correction than what we have seen so far, especially that when you look at this on the long term, this is the famous peak of the cannabis sector. So we've been there 3 times. So nothing says that it's not gonna come back one more time right here. So we don't want to be there. So that's the reason why this support level here is so important. So I'd say if you ever see HMMG breaking through here, you better diminish some of the position that you have. Analyzed OTEX, Rico is asking 500 share 1592. OTEX EX. But I answered that question before this morning, haven't I? 50.92. So like it's 51, and now it's 51.66. So to me, you make 70 cents approximately on $50. That's not a lot, okay? So 50.92, it's lower than this right now. So I would say that you have quite a few support. The stock still want to go. We can see that the trend is an uptrend, but there's a major resistance at this point, and it's also always very hard to break. And if it breaks it, you're gonna be safe. So if I were you, I was going to put a stop loss somewhere, not too close, because that can be touched very easily, but something like 51.40, something like that in this area here. So you just put a stop loss there. So if it doesn't pass the resistance and you end up going in correction, so you will remain with this small profit. And DO is not interesting at all unless it passes the $40. But you find DO very volatile. I don't. Volatile, but for 20 cents, that's not what I call volatility. And is food a potential buy? FOOD. Oh yeah, of course. Today it's the true volume. There's something bizarre about that movement here. There was a 30,000 volume. It's not a heavy trader stock. So it had a 30,000, a couple, another 12,000. So there was about 50,000 here without having any movement on the stock. And it's at 11:45. They got 17,000 here that started to push the stock up. So maybe something is happening there. It's definitely a small breakout. I'd say that I'm considering the resistance here more than here, because the stock went up that day and it closed here at the top of the other 2 days. So I would set the resistance there. So I have a little bit of concern about that. I don't think it's the best signal, but it's not a bad signal. Okay, it's an uptrend. The stock is doing well. I don't think we can expect lots of big profit in there. But I would have liked to see a better sideways movement, because when you look at that over, let's see, a period of 15 minutes. I hardly see a in between there. To me, it's like the whole same cycle here. I couldn't say that it's a second cycle, and if it does, it would be here, and that would be only by 5 cents. So I don't like it very much, to tell you the truth. I don't like that much this stock. So. The Dow Jones has pulled back a little bit, but without changing the trend. I don't think we're going to have a very heavy movement on the downside in the afternoon, but I think we have done what we could have done. It's the TSX now that has a chance to come even negative before the end of the day. So we have had much better timing than that on the market. It's so difficult right now. We can't buy anything in the energy sector, neither in the gold, because nothing's happening there. I don't like the movement on the mining. I find it a false signal again, and the consumer discretionary is now at the resistance, and we don't have any new signal anywhere in financials, in telecom, in industrials, and buy signal, but upswing and breakout are very rare right now, and they're not numerous, they're not strong, the volumes are weak everywhere, so the market is behaving like a top. So that's the situation. So I don't think we should force the market, steal the signals and things like that. So I think we better let the market provide us a good entry point, things that we don't have right now. So I have one more question, and after that I'll go. UNS in Toronto, UNS. It's the stock is pretty well towards the end of its bullish cycle with the downtrend, though, and so it's a very risky stock, and on the short term, I think the movement is done, because look, that's today's increase, and it went all the way up and down, so showing that we are beginning a sideways movement here. So this cycle is terminated, and the next one would start at 1575. That would be the next entry point. So this is it for today, folks. There's not much else that what I can say, and I think we gotta be patient for a couple of days now. The market, to me, doesn't seem to be very favorable. Thank you for attending.